Lesson 11, surge pricing. Okay, so surge pricing occurs during times of high demand for rides. Okay, so when it starts to rain, Saturday night, Monday mornings, okay, trip fares may increase. Right, now it's all based on supply and demand. When there is not enough supply of Uber drivers around, the surge price will increase and demand will drive that surge pricing. It's dynamic, so it's set by the rider's location and demand for Ubers in that area. Okay, so we've got an example here where surge is indicated by what's called a heat map. Okay, so we're making the assumption this particular heat map indicates that there is various levels of surges depending on the geographical location and the time associated. So these vary actually over time and depending on wherever you are. So if we can have a look at the map itself, okay, it shows you there is multipliers of up to 3 times for a particular surge. Now it can actually go higher than 3 times, like on New Year's Eve. Okay, it can go up many, many times. So we'll do a little zoom in of this particular map. And what we can see is that in the busiest part of this particular city, which is Sydney, and the eastern suburbs, we're having the bright red, which is the most amount of surge, an orangey type, which is a medium amount of surge, and a yellow type, which is a smaller amount of surge. Now, in between those areas, there's still lots of business happening. You can still make money doing your Uber, but your surge is where it's actually multiplying your fares by that amount. So the question is, should you run to the surge? So just remember, surges are temporary. Okay, so be aware the time it takes you to get there, it may actually be finished. So also think about, if you don't accept fares on your way to the surge, then that is essentially lost revenue and it affects your stats if you don't take up those fares. You can turn off your app if you wanted to and then run to the surge. It's your choice, okay? But just remember, they are temporary, okay? And there's a time value associated with you getting to the surge as well and not accepting other fares on the way. So remember, your time is money, okay? Also remember, riders can actually wait until the surge is lower or even when it's finished. They get notifications on their app, okay? So there's another way that they can get around to it. Right, surge and the weather, okay? Trick number 2, rain radar, okay? Now, my recommendation is to use a rain radar app, right, or weather app. So it shows you where the rain is coming, where the weather direction is, and where you are, okay? Because you can anticipate the rain or wait for the surge. So as soon as that rain's going to hit, and as you can see with this example, there is a massive storm front, people are going to be requesting Uber apps to get out of the actual rainstorm. So you can take advantage of this weather. Turning off the app in the anticipation of a surge if there's only a few minutes to wait, but you may miss a fare, okay? That is a strategy you can adopt. Or just take a little rest before you know that there's going to be a surge, and then you're geared up for it. If you accept a fare before the surge hits, then that fare may take you out of the surge area, or it may take 20 minutes. By that time, the surge is over and the weather's over and the storm front has passed. So your choice, just a strategy. All right, so one of the tricks is be in the path of the rainstorm. Now, it sounds a little bit strange, depending obviously on the weather. You don't want to be in the path of a hurricane or a tornado or other nasty weather, hail and the like. But if you want to take advantage of the surge, if you know the rain is going to hit, try and be in the path. Okay, that's the area that's going to surge.